Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading. And I'll be looking into the feelings, into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And please keep in mind that for the majority of the reading, I do channel just intuitively. I'm not interpreting anything or asking any spirit guides. This is just me tuning into my higher intuitive self. In the end of this reading, I do ask Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to provide you some guidance on your situation based on whatever cards came out and the situation that you're in. Of course, this is a general love reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. Some of you might have been in a situationship, could be a relationship itself. I'm just going to put this card back. Two came out. I only picked one. Selfhood. Very independent. Okay, there you go. Ah, there you go. Meant to come out again. Selfhood. Love. Some of you may have simply just exchanged glances and you don't know this person very well, because I do see three storylines here. Different stages of a relationship, but different kinds of relationships. Each stage is different, but the feelings and emotions and the actions are almost the same. Wow. Pisces, what's going on? A lot of heartache and pain. We have here Wild Woman followed by Rhythms, Justice, Crossroads, Selfhood, Love, Hearth and Home, Centering. Now, we also have here Grief under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, I do feel that in this connection, there has been suspicion, deceit, lies. Truth has not been told, and the truth has been twisted. Certain words were spoken. However, they just don't make sense. Things don't add up. I know that in this connection, you and I have had our differences. But because of the circumstances that I was in, I really didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to be honest. I didn't want to tell you the truth. In a twisted kind of way, I was almost protecting you. But you are right. I should have told you the truth. I should have been open. I should have been honest. And now this behavior, this thought process that I have, it really does bother me because things go around and round in a circle in my mind. It just, like rhythms, things come and go. We've been here before. This has happened before. And unfortunately, everything that we go through keeps repeating. It's like it's inevitable. And it's hard to break the cycle. No matter where I go, no matter what I do. I try to change things up. I try to be different myself, but in the end, I always end up thinking about you and behaving the way that I always have. I want to make things right. Things have been very wrong, out of balance. Nothing has worked out the way it should have. You have always been giving, and all I ever did was just take. You invested a lot in this relationship, and I was just happy the way it was. I was content. I didn't make much of an effort. But I also know that in order to make things better between the both of us, it is important now to create a better balance. A balance that will last, a balance that will make you feel equal in the connection. But now I'm also at a crossroads. Now I am debating on whether I should be with you, or maybe I should move on. Should I make a choice? Should I make a decision? I am at a crossroads. And it's difficult for me to make that decision because I see you now as somebody who is thriving. You are so self-sufficient, self-reliant. You don't need anybody. You're good on your own. And I see this aura around you that is you being single and ready to mingle kind of feeling. And it intimidates me. I see now that you're also quite defensive. You have your guards up. What I did to you once has changed you as a person. You're now more cautious. You're more aware. But you also are still afraid of love because of what happened before. Not just with me, but other things that have happened that have made you close your heart and always be guarded. I feel that in this connection, yes, there is a lot of love. I do love you. This love is true. It's just unconditional. I'm not sure how or why I feel this way, but it just exists. It's just there. I do feel in this connection that there's a sense of hearth and home that I get from you. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. You can be soft and gentle, caring, very accepting. And that is something that's a part of your nature. That is something that I admire. I do feel that in this connection, there is this sense of centering. You make me feel centered. You make me feel grounded. And when I feel grounded, I feel as if we are the yin and the yang. If I'm the moon, you are the sun, and we come and go in perfect harmony, and I can depend on you. I can rely on you knowing that you're always going to be there. But sometimes when I don't have this balance, I feel lost. And in recent times, because of all that has happened, the distance, the betrayal, I do feel remorse, sadness, and melancholy. I do regret what I did and the way that I did it. You deserved, and you still deserve better. What I did now makes me feel as if I have lost you forever. And I don't like that feeling. It breaks me down. I feel worn down. I am not sure on how to fix the situation. But I do love you. I just don't know how to get over this mountain, this behavior that I had, these lies, this deceit. How can I win your heart again? How can I win that trust that I lost? All right, Pisces. This person's just stuck in a dilemma. It's like they're caught between a rock and a hard place kind of situation. They know what they need to do, but because of what they've done, they don't know if the decision that they make will end up being good for them or not. Meaning, will you accept them back in your life? That's what they're worried about. They do love you, but they also see you as being very distant now. And some of you might resonate with that, not all of you. For some of you, this may be reversed because of the intensity of the cards. There are some cards that are really intense here, especially the love card, Wild Woman, and grief. It could definitely be reversed for some of you. All right. Let's have a look at another deck called the Lover's Path Tarot. Here, I'll be looking into something that may have happened in this connection right in the beginning, or it could be in recent times. Something that happened that really has caused the problem in this connection where there's been distance. Now, this might be part of the issue. Some of you might know this, some of you might not know this. Okay, we have Grace. And then we have King of Cups. Interesting. Typically, upright, these would be really nice, but as many of you know, I'm actually reading the reverse, just to see the negative aspects of this. Okay. So in the beginning, Pisces, things may have seemed very hopeful. There was a lot of hope. There was the feeling of wanting to build dreams, and there was a sense of inspiration. However, things started to change. In the beginning, when you were interested in this connection and when things were good, this talks about love that inspires us and inspires others. Wanting to turn dreams into reality, and being aware of goals that one wanted to achieve. Having the belief and the self-esteem to meet them. Here, the situation now is this. This person started to not follow their bliss. They started to not follow what makes their heart truly happy. And the reason why is the feelings of insecurity, the feelings of unworthiness. And they were ignoring their intuition. Now, usually, if somebody's feeling unworthy, it is simply because of the situation that happened earlier in the cards. Remember, you had the selfhood card. That makes you somebody who's self-sufficient, self-reliant, independent. For the other person, that is very intimidating because they can no longer approach you. They find that very difficult. And this is also why they feel unworthy and insecure. Those insecurities are here now. You seem to be more confident. You're different now. And this person's behavior and their actions actually changed your personality to some degree. Here we also have King of Cups. Now the King of Cups does talk about how this person wanted to learn from love relationships in the beginning. wanting to have the ability to live up to ideals and dreams. There was a sense of emotional maturity, wisdom, and integrity at some point. This was somebody who symbolizes or symbolized these forces. So this is really interesting, Pisces. You may have thought and felt in the beginning that this person was mature, they had wisdom, and they had a lot of integrity. But then things changed, unfortunately. There came a point in time in this connection where this person no longer looked or felt mature. They were no longer wise. And they lost their sense of integrity. Now, they were the ones. This person, your person of interest, felt that they lacked the maturity and wisdom needed to pursue a connection like this. Here it talks about the desire to have more control over one's aspirations and the need to stop fantasizing and finally getting back to work. Your person of interest may have started to act very unreliable and inconsistent. So many things people can do and say, and you know, if they're not reliable, how can you be with a partner who's not reliable, right? And why would you be with somebody who's inconsistent? So that is a problem. This is something that happened in this connection for some of you. And it usually stems, the one word I'm getting here, self-esteem. Okay, I'm getting intuitively word self-esteem. So this is low self-esteem. This person actually has low self-esteem. And it's because they're just simply not confident. They may have been, but then they chartered into unknown territory. And so it's all new for them. A relationship is new for them. Love is new for them. And then further down the road, there's that commitment aspect. And that's something that happened here, where there was just a lack of security, a lack of self-esteem. This person was not following their bliss. They were feeling insecure. They were feeling unworthy. Unworthy also comes because you gave them love and they basically stabbed you in the back. That's what happened. And that's why they feel that, goodness me, I have been such an ass to my Pisces. My Pisces has been so nice to me, and I have been like this. How can I possibly face my Pisces? I can't look them in the eye because of what I did to them. It's guilt as well. So this person, and this person's only doing this out of a weird kind of respect. Like, they do respect you, but they also need to understand that, you know, if you guys love each other, then something needs to move forward, right? Just having low self-esteem and staying in the corner, just sulking about it, that's not going to work. All right, let's have a look at... Okay. Let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. Any actions, any intentions that this individual might have towards you. Ooh, Four of Cups, very sad card. Then we have the Moon card. This aligns up. Queen of Pentacles. The Hermit. Ooh, good God, Pisces. Oh. It's weird how you can feel people's energies. My heart just started beating really fast. And very, like, heavy. It's a heavy heart. This is very sad, guys, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this. These are really crappy cards. This is not you, right? This is the situation itself. You have here the Four of Cups. You have the Moon. Queen of Pentacles, the only one good card. Hermit, so good. Then we have the Three of Swords. The Four of Cups here, Pisces, talks about how this person knows that they have not taken advantage. They have not taken the opportunity to do something that could have made the situation better. They've missed those opportunities. And anything that is coming to them right now, they're not really seeing what they still have. They're not looking at the assets. They're just in the past. Their mind is stuck in a time loop in the past, repeating in their mind over and over again what they did, how they behaved, how you reacted, and how much it hurt you. What are they thinking about the moon card? About the lies and betrayal that occurred. How at night, I'm getting somebody used to maybe send text messages at nighttime while their significant other may be sleeping. Somebody here was cheating. I see that. This was maybe for a small portion of you. Somebody here was cheating. Eight. Well, okay, maybe 8% of you. Maybe 8 might be a special number. The thing is, what I'm seeing here is this person knows that they were not faithful and truthful. And this has caused a lot of heartache and pain to you, but puts a lot of stress on the situation between the both of you guys. And they do realize that they have become more emotional as time goes by. At night, they feel that loss, that regret, that pain and suffering, that, oh my goodness, what did I do? Why did I do this? What can I do to make it better? They realize that here with the Queen of Pentacles, you are somebody who is very nurturing, very loving, caring, and protecting. They realize this now, and they see that there's a lot of promise and potential and growth with somebody like you. We also have here the Hermit card. This is something that this person needs. Self-reflection, isolation, detached from the world, trying to find out what did they do, why did they do it, and why do they continue doing that? How can they fix it? How can they try to fix the situation, correct what they've done that's wrong? You can only do that when you turn into a hermit. And it's important to self-reflect, mindfulness. You have to be very careful what you do, when you do it. The words that we speak, we can never take them back. Once they're said, right? They're gone. Those words are out there. And words can hurt very sharply. We also have actions. Any type of action. Once it's done, written, set in stone. Here, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, Three of Swords. For a tiny portion of you, this could be a third-party situation. For the rest of you, this is just overall, generally, simply just heartache. This is very much similar to the grief card in the other deck, first deck. A lot of heartache and pain. There's conflict here as well. I'm seeing conflict in the sense that there were perhaps different decisions or avenues that this relationship could have gone. However, there was no exploration that went through wanting to explore the rest of this connection. There was no sense of expansion. And so everything just stood still, very stagnant, just this tiny little area, and we're not going to move from here. Either way, this talks about heartache, pain, suffering, sorrow, hurt. It's very, very difficult for this person right now to move forward, Pisces. I mean, this is supposed to be, any action. Are they taking any action? No. They're really just appreciating who you are, sulking and feeling sad over what they've done and regret. But the only action they are taking here is not for you, but for this relationship and especially for themselves. They are becoming the hermit. That is an action because they are taking it towards themselves. So from their point of view, the long-term thinking, they're thinking here that if I stay in this kind of mindset, maybe I'll figure out why the hell I act like this. But this is them trying to fix themselves. Eventually, with the next maybe readings or many down the road, These cards will definitely change because nobody does stay a hermit forever. Hermit is for a certain period of time until they become wise. They become wiser, and then there's the card that's healing. They heal, then you have strength. After strength, that's when they come back. But right now, this person needs a lot of self-reflection, and that's what they're doing. And that is something that is actually wise. Okay, let's have a look what the angels have to say about this. All right, these are Archangel answer cards. We have your listen to your intuition. We have take action. Okay, you got more cards coming out here. Let go. Interesting. This card is a very strategic card. Lots of strategy there. Oh, okay. Forgiveness. Big happy changes. You also have an extra card that just popped out within the next few weeks. A few weeks could also be months. Ask for help from others. Okay. So Pisces, the message here from Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel regarding your situation, the majority of you, it does say listen to your intuition. So they do want you to listen to your higher intuitive self. That is your soul speaking to your spirit/body. There's two parts to you. There's many parts, but there's the two main parts that you actually have a conversation sometimes with yourself and you answer yes or no. That is your soul speaking to your spirit. It's both you. One is just a bit more older and wiser, which is your soul. Soul is located in the center of your brain. And that is, of course, metaphysical in nature. We have here that it's important for you to listen, finally, to your intuition, because you have been through certain patterns of behavior. You know this person, you know other things in life that you've experienced. So they do want you to listen to your intuition, and they want you to take action in the coming future. But before you do that, they want you to start asking. Ask your angels. Ask your angels and you will receive answers. You have ask here as well as ask over here. Ask for help from others. Ask your angels. This does mean that there's something here, some piece of information that you are lacking. All right. So, I just shifted the lens. Some of you might notice a difference in the screen. That was me. All right. So, by asking your angels, the technique is basically that you pray to the Christ consciousness, talk, meditate. From there you can call upon his Father. That is the Almighty, the Source, the Light, whatever have you. It's the one God that is considered the source in the universe. These angels work for them. Okay? So once in your mind's eye or in your heart you get to that point, you simply need to ask them for permission. You know, can you send down Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel? Please give them permission, and I give permission to the angels to help me. The angels are there to help us. We don't see them, but they exist, just like negative energies do, spirits, demons, those things. They all exist. We just can't see them. They're in a different dimension. So when we do this, when our heart and our soul, when we meditate or when we pray, we are changing our frequency and we tune into their frequency and they can hear us. Now, some of you may have remembered that a while ago, I often say this, is that praying and meditation is like a Wi-Fi connection. It works like a connection, like just like that. The stronger it is, the stronger will be the downloads and the uploads. The weaker the connection, you won't get as much result. So you have to have faith in it. You have to have the belief and with good intentions. We also have here right after that, let go. Now that's a huge card. That's absolutely huge. Letting go does mean that in this connection, and it has happened, I've experienced this too, a lot of my other clients have, when you let go of the problem, of the person, of the things that are bothering you the most, the things that are out of balance in your life, you just get rid of those. Once you start to let go of certain things, especially this person and the situation, they will feel that you are pulling away, and that actually makes this kind of effect. There's an effect that happens. And they feel the loss of you energetically. When they feel the loss of you, it's as if they are they were addicted to you, but now they're having withdrawal symptoms. And so that gradually starts to increase over time. And they, at some point in the future, want to reach out to you. Here we have also, in the near future, forgiveness. Okay. In the near future, there will be a sense of forgiveness. Now, for some of you, both of you are going to say sorry. This person may apologize to you, or you might apologize to them. Forgiveness is the key if you want this to continue. If you don't, that's totally up to you. For some of you, you can forgive. Others of you don't want to. But the good thing about forgiving is that, as I've mentioned in my other videos, holding a grudge is like a negative energy bubble orbiting around your body. We have many negative energies that orbit around us. They hover around us all the time. And that is just one extra thing that, you know what, you just don't need. You don't want it. You don't want to have something extra. The only way sometimes you can forgive somebody, you don't have to forget. I don't recommend forgetting. Because if you forget, you might create and be in the same situation like you were before, and history will repeat itself. Forgiveness here talks about having compassion for the person and knowing that, you know what, they just didn't know any better. You know better. They don't. We also have here big, happy changes. So there's going to be changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. Within the next few weeks or months, this could be. These happy changes, they don't necessarily have to be related to love and romance. They could be something that is going to start to distract you, which will help you let go of this individual. It could be anything, but whatever it is, it's going to be good news. Something good is going to happen here. And we also have here under the bottom of the deck the overall arching theme that umbrellas all of these cards. Ask for help from others. Now others also, like I said, means angels. That's okay. But others also means people. Your friends, your family members, people who you really trust. If you don't want to talk to anybody, people have created books, resources, online, blogs, things that you can read, things that you can hear, expert coaches in relationships. They have great YouTube videos. So there are certain things that you can do in order to make your situation a bit better. And by asking for help from others, somebody that you may encounter would have been or will be that type of person who has already been there, done that. They've already experienced what you're going through. So they can give you that type of information so that you don't have to go through those hurdles, those obstacles. You'll already be at the finish line because you know what it takes to get there. You don't have to go through the heartache and pain or the lessons. You just learn it from somebody else. somebody who's already been through that kind of stuff. It's very helpful. Sometimes we keep our problems to ourselves, and it's important to vent. It's important to just let it out, and it's just important to talk, because that is your energy being transferred out into the universe. You're letting go of that piece of heaviness that's inside of you, and you're transferring it into somebody else or into the universe. Usually the person that's listening, they won't really be affected because they're already strong. It won't affect them. And if it doesn't affect them, it just gets dispersed into the universe. And the universe is big enough to accept all of our problems and our issues. Pisces, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know how everything goes for you guys. In the comments below, did this resonate with any of you? Also, as I had mentioned last time on Asnointia Audio, I will be having 2 new videos up. It did take me a while to compile a lot of the things that I needed to do for the videos, so I'll just keep you posted on that. I'll probably have an announcement at some point. And for the rest of you, I am still open and getting orders for, taking orders rather, for love readings. These are written reports if any of you are interested. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.